Well, look who we have here. Welcome to our oh so exciting video on gear gossip about the top 7 Halo cars that revive their brands. You must be thrilled to be here, aren't you? In case you're living under a rock, let me briefly explain what a Halo car is. It's basically a fancy, expensive, and high-performance vehicle that companies create to lure in the big spenders. You know, the kind of people who have more money than sense and like to show off their wealth by driving around in a flashy car. But wait, there's more. These Halo cars aren't just about making money. Oh no, they also play a crucial role in building a brand's reputation, because nothing says we're a serious car company like producing an overpriced sports car that only a handful of people can afford. And let's not forget the positive image that these Halo cars create, because what could be more admirable than a company that spends millions of dollars on developing a car that only the elite few can own? It's like a big shiny trophy that says, look at us, we're so cool and exclusive. So there you have it. Halo cars are not just about making money, they're about creating an image and building a brand's reputation. Because in today's world, it's not enough just to make a decent car. You must make an overpriced, exclusive, and flashy one to really stand out. Isn't capitalism grand? So here are the top 7 Halo cars that revive their brands. Number 7. The Dodge Viper. Rev up those engines, boys and girls, because we're talking about the Dodge Viper. This snake of a car slithered its way into the hearts of car enthusiasts everywhere, and it's not hard to see why. With its aggressive design and powerhouse V10 engine, the Viper was a car that demanded attention. It didn't care about practicality or comfort, it was all about raw, unbridled performance, and boy did it deliver. But the Viper wasn't just a car, it was a symbol of Chrysler's resurgence and commitment to performance. It was a car that said, hey world, we're still here, and we're still making kick-ass cars. And let's not forget about that distinctive exhaust note. When the Viper rumbled down the road, you knew it meant business. It was like a symphony of horsepower and adrenaline. So if you're looking for a car that's not afraid to make a statement, look no further than the Dodge Viper. It's the car that saved Chrysler from obscurity and reminded us all that American muscle is alive and well. Number 6. The Ford GT. Well, what do we have here? It's the Ford GT, the supercar that made all the other sports cars look like snails. This car was designed to celebrate Ford's 100th anniversary and show off their engineering chops, and boy did they ever show off. The GT had a mid-engine layout, which means the engine was in the middle of the car, and not just any engine, a V6 engine that could produce up to 647 horsepower. That's more horses than a ranch in Texas. And with a top speed of over 200 miles per hour, you could break the sound barrier if you had a good stereo. But it wasn't just the performance that made the GT a winner. This car was a beauty with a sleek design that made it look like it was going 200 miles an hour even when it was standing still. And let's not forget the attention to detail. This car was so meticulously crafted you could practically see the sweat on the engineer's brow. So if you want a car that will make you look like a superhero, look no further than the Ford GT. It's the car that saved Ford and pretty much made all our dreams come true.
Yeah, boy.
Okay, maybe not all our dreams, but it's still pretty damn cool. And if you don't believe me, just wait until you see one in person. You'll be drooling faster than a St. Bernard when it sees a meatball. Number 5. The Porsche 911. Oh, the Porsche 911, what a lifesaver. Without it, Porsche might have ended up making minivans or something. Can you imagine?
No! God, please, no!
But luckily we have the 911 with its iconic design and performance that makes up for any flaws. Who needs practicality when you can have a car that looks like a sleek, low-flying bird? And sure, you might have to duck your head a bit, but who cares when you're driving a legend? Speaking of performance, the 911 has got it in spades. Who cares about the gas mileage when you can feel the rush of going from 0 to 60 in the blink of an eye? And yeah, maybe you feel every bump in the road, but that just adds to the thrill, right? Let's also not forget about the contribution the 911 has made to Porsche's success. Without it, they might just be another forgotten car brand lost to the sands of time. But thanks to the 911, Porsche has become synonymous with luxury sports cars and the envy of car enthusiasts everywhere. So here's to the Porsche 911, the car that saved Porsche from a boring fate and gave us all something to dream about. Because again, who needs practicality when you can have a car that looks and drives like a dream? Number 4. The Acura NSX. Oh my god, have you seen the Acura NSX? It's an absolute masterpiece of engineering and design. I mean, who wouldn't want a car with an all-aluminium monocoque body and a mid-engine layout? It's like the engineers were flexing their car design muscles, and we're all here for it. And let's not forget about all the groundbreaking features that are probably hidden somewhere beneath the surface. I mean, the NSX was a critical and commercial success, so there must be something awesome going on, right? Sure, Acura may have been a distant second to Porsche, Ferrari, and Lamborghini in the high-performance sports car market, but at least they tried, and the NSX definitely helped establish Acura as a serious contender in the car world. All in all, the NSX was a game changer for Acura, even if it took a few decades for people to start collecting them like crazy. Who knows, maybe someday the NSX will be remembered as a classic, and people will be gushing over that all-aluminium monocoque body and mid-engine layout. Or maybe it will just be that really cool and weird car that everyone secretly wants to take for a spin. Number 3. The Chevrolet Corvette. The Chevrolet Corvette. What can we say about this masterpiece of mediocrity that hasn't already been said? The Corvette has been a staple of the Chevrolet brand since 1953, and yet somehow it's still around. Over the years, the Corvette has evolved into a high-performance sports car with world-class capabilities. If by world-class you mean can beat a Prius in a drag race, then sure, the Corvette is world-class. But let's be honest, the Corvette has always been a little underwhelming. It's like that kid in school who brags about their straight C's and thinks they're a genius. The Corvette has helped Chevrolet establish a strong reputation as a maker of high-performance cars, but that's like saying McDonald's established a strong reputation for gourmet cuisine. And yet, somehow, people still buy Corvettes. Maybe it's the midlife crisis crowd trying to cling to their youth, or maybe it's just people who enjoy the feeling of disappointment. Either way, the Corvette has contributed significantly to Chevrolet's success, which is a testament to the power of marketing. But let's not forget the real reason the Corvette has saved Chevrolet. It's because without the Corvette, what else does Chevrolet have to offer? The Impala? The Malibu? Please. The Corvette is the shining beacon of mediocrity that keeps the Chevrolet brand afloat. So here's to you, Chevrolet Corvette. Thank you for being the mediocre sports car that nobody asked for but somehow can't live without. Number 2. The BMW M1. Oh, boys and girls, have you seen the BMW M1? It's a real gem, isn't it? BMW seriously knocked out the park with this one. I mean, making a mid-engine sports car as their first attempt at a supercar was such a bold move. Who needs to start small and work their way up? Let's go straight for the top and try to compete with the big dogs like Porsche, Ferrari, and Lamborghini. What could possibly go wrong? Apparently, the M1 was the car that put BMW on the map as a maker of high-performance sports cars, because, you know, nobody had ever heard of BMW before the M1, and what does the M in BMW M1 stand for anyway? Not motorsport, that's obvious. And let's not forget about the design of the M1. It was totally unique and unlike any other supercar at the time. Oh wait, it wasn't. It was just like every other classic supercar design that still looks amazing today. But hey, at least the M1 gave BMW some street cred, right? It's not like BMW had been making luxury cars for decades before the M1 came along. Nope, the M1 was the turning point for BMW's image and reputation, and we're all just grateful for it. Number 1. The Ford Mustang. The Ford Mustang, what a legend. It's amazing how a car that's basically a dressed up Ford Falcon has become such an icon in American culture. And let's not forget about its revolutionary design with that iconic long hood and short rear deck proportion. Who needs functionality when you can have style, am I right? Sure, the Mustang may not be the most advanced car on the market, but who needs fancy technology when you have that sweet brand recognition? The Mustang is a perfect example of how slapping a fancy badge on a regular car can transform it into a cultural phenomenon. And let's not forget about the Mustang's contribution to Ford's image as a maker of high-performance cars. Okay, maybe it's not breaking any land speed records or winning any races, but who cares? It's a fun, affordable sports car that anyone can enjoy. The Mustang is a classic for a reason, and as long as Ford keeps churning out new models with slight design changes, it's sure to stay relevant for generations to come. Who needs to innovate when you have nostalgia? The Mustang is the perfect example of how a little bit of retro charm can go a long way in the automotive world. Well, boys and girls, there you have it, the top 7 Halo cars that save their respective companies. From the Porsche 911 to the Ford Mustang, these cars have not only revolutionized the industry, but also helped their manufacturers stay afloat. The Porsche 911's unique design and driving experience have made it the icon of the brand, and its contribution to Porsche's success cannot be overstated. The BMW M1 may have only been produced for a short time, but it established BMW as a maker of high-performance sports cars and contributed significantly to the company's image and reputation. The Chevrolet Corvette has been a staple of the brand since 1953 and has evolved into a world-class high-performance sports car. Its contribution to Chevrolet's success and reputation as a maker of high-performance cars cannot be ignored. The Acura NSX showcased the company's engineering and design capabilities, and its success helped establish Acura as a serious contender in the high-performance car market. The Dodge Viper may have been known for its intimidating looks and raw power, but it also helped establish Dodge as a maker of high-performance cars and contributed significantly to the company's image and reputation. The Ford GT may have been a limited edition supercar, but it helped to establish Ford as a maker of high-performance cars and contributed significantly to the company's success. And finally, the Ford Mustang introduced a new category of car known as the pony car and has been a cultural icon ever since. Its contribution to Ford's success and reputation as a maker of high-performance cars cannot be overstated. Halo cars play a crucial role in the automotive industry. Not only do they showcase a manufacturer's engineering and design capabilities, but they also establish the company's reputation as a maker of high-performance cars. Without these cars, we may not have some of the iconic brands we know and love today. So here's to Halo cars, the saviors of the automotive industry. If you've enjoyed watching this video and want to continue being entertained by my witty commentary, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We promise to bring you more videos that are dripping with information and fun, but seriously, we appreciate your support and hope that you've gained some insight into the importance of Halo cars in the automotive industry. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Or not, no pressure. Stay with Gear Gossip.